Good morning. We are live. Welcome to the live stream. Make sure I'm using my PC and not my Mac. Make sure everything is set up correctly. Everything looks good, I think. Yeah, it looks good. So we're good. All right. Let's see here. Today, Wednesday, January 15th of 2020. It's the only January 15th of 2020 you're ever going to have. So let's make the most of it. First, I guess I should do the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for pure entertainment purposes only. I don't recommend anybody follow my trades, but we are going to have some fun. Oh, let me turn my mic up. There we go. Check, check, check. That should be better. All right. Pure entertainment purposes only. I don't recommend anybody follow my trades. I am not a financial advisor. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. I want to apologize for not doing the live stream on Monday. I had a bit of a problem with I updated my operating system. Oh no. I updated my operating system over the weekend, and then it wouldn't let me. All right, so yeah. So I updated my operating system, and because I updated my operating system, my software wasn't working, my OBS wasn't working, my Photoshop was screwed up, and so I got it up and running on my PC. So here we are. I'm not very tech savvy, so I had to spend a bunch of time researching how to fix certain problems on YouTube, and it was a big pain in the ass. But whatever. We're back. We're live. And we're here to make some money. I had a very interesting last 2 days. Before we get into that, I'll probably talk about some of that stuff. The last 2 days, I had a really great day yesterday, and I had an absolutely atrocious day on Monday. I had my biggest losing day in over a year and a half on Monday. So that wasn't good. We'll talk about the mistakes later on after the market cools down a little bit. Talk about the mistakes that I made, the things that I did. Because I made some classic legal pimp mistakes. Classic legal pimp mistakes. So I've had an Achilles heel of mine that gets me into trouble over and over and over. And, you guys know as well as I do that bad habits are hard to let go of sometimes. In any event, so let's talk about this morning's watch list. Right now, looking at CETX. If you look at the daily chart, look left on the daily. Spike, fail, spike, fail, spike, fail. So we're not expecting much out of this. I actually was up early pre-market. I almost bought it here at 170, and then it was like around this time. It was super early. I wouldn't have held through that. I would have just let it go. But I missed all this. I actually tried to short up here at 235. So that would have been a nice 30 cents a share to start the day off with. The other one that I am watching is LJPC. This one is overextended on the daily. And those of you who don't know, this software that I know my charting looks a little bit different. This is the Thinkorswim's charting. So it's a little bit, normally in past the live streams I've used the, oh, that's hourly. I've used the, so there's the daily chart. I've used E-Trade Pro in the past, for the past few live streams. So here's the daily chart. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 days up in a row, consecutive. So if we go to the intraday chart, there was yesterday's price action. Actually shorted this bounce, took some profits down here, and then when it broke out, I cut the trade at 787. And then it squeezed. The higher the better. So now it's kind of going down. I actually did get a piece short early this morning at 870. So this setup right here, overextended gap down. So overextended on the daily chart, and it's gapping down right now. So this is a pretty reliable setup for a short play. A lot of times when these things get overextended, and then they gap down, it's a pretty good indicator that they're going to keep going down. What else are we looking at here? I'm also watching ADAP. This was a recent runner. Let's look at the hourly chart. We'll look at the daily. So let's look at the daily. Had one big up day. I mean, one big up day, and then it crashed. I was thinking maybe it might be able to. I mean, I was thinking maybe we might get a bounce right here. I shorted this yesterday. Lost a bunch of money on Monday. Monday I got killed on it. Tuesday I did well on it on the short. I covered too early though. I covered down here, but I didn't know it was going to be an all-day fader. I thought it was probably going to bounce, come back to VWAP, and I was going to short some more, but it didn't give me that opportunity. So that's ADAP. We'll keep that on watch. I mean, I'm not real optimistic that it's going to bounce. So let me see if I can put up, instead of using the crosshairs, maybe I can use a pointer instead. Where is the... What's up, Omar? Morning, man. Lost money Monday. Yes, I did. I got the shit kicked out of me Monday. After the market kind of settles down a little bit, I'm just going over the pre-market watch list. We'll look at that. I'll talk about that trade and how bad I got hammered. But it was my own damn fault. I was doing some dumb shit, so whatever. It happens. It's my own fault. Henry is not with us today. I don't know where the hell he's at. I think he overslept, actually, which is rare for him. That dude is always up super early. Usually already traded 5 times by the market open. So, other top percent gainers is FLNT. It's giving it up. So it spiked yesterday. I mean, Clovis is gapping up a little bit. Wow. CLVS, our good friend CLVS, traded this one a bunch. Wow. Did not see this. We got to look at some news real quick. We got 2 minutes till the open. CLVS. Oh. CLVS. News is... Do they have news on here? I'm not that familiar with the Thinkorswim platform. I'm sure there's news on here somewhere. I'll just read it off my E-Trade Pro. Okay. The news on CLVS is soars after FDA accepts SNDA for prostate cancer treatment. Came out 2 minutes ago. 1 hour ago. FDA grants priority. FDA approval. A lot of times that's really, really good news. So many times that is really good news. But if you look at the daily chart, there's going to be a ton of resistance. So it's gapping up here in the high 10s. It's gapping up there. There's going to be a lot of resistance. So we'll just keep it on watch. No real plan for it right now, but it definitely interests me. I don't know. I haven't really developed a long or a short bias on it yet. I'm more... Oh, there we go. There is the open. So for right now, I'm going to be watching LPJC because it's the only one I have a position in right now. I got ticker dyslexia, LJPC. So I'm going to watch that one. This one is panicking, so I'm going to take some off right now before it bounces. Okay, I covered some at 8:31. Got some out at 8:31. So starting off green. Maybe I should just cover it all because I think there's a pretty good shot that it's going to get a bounce. But it's got support yesterday right here in the 820s. I probably should cover some more. I think I am going to cover some more before it bounces on me. And then if it bounces, I can short more. Okay, I covered some more at 824. I want to cover the rest. Not really sure if I want to cover the... I think I do. I'm just going to cover it all because I think this is going to bounce. I think it's going to bounce back towards high a day or back towards red to green, which red to green is 883. They don't show it on the Thinkorswim. There's a way to get it on there, but I don't know how yet. So right here where my crosshairs are at, 883, that'd be red to green. So that's where I'd want to short near that level. That would be the previous day's high or close, the previous day's close, and I would use the previous day's high as a... so I'm going to cover the rest of this. Okay, so I'm completely out at $8.19. So I got covers at $8.31, $8.24, and $8.19. So I made $400. And we're going to watch it for a bounce. We're going to watch it for a bounce near red to green, which would be the 880 mark. 883 if you want to down to the penny, but somewhere near 880. I'm looking for a bounce. Once we put that bounce in, I'm going to short into that bounce, and then we'll look for it hopefully to fade the rest of the day today. CLVS selling off. I was kind of I mean, even though they had FDA, that's why you can't really trade the news on these. CLVS. You know, FDA, that news kind of scared me a little bit with the FDA approval. You know, because, well, not scared me, but it made me, I was kind of short biased on CLVS because of all the resistance from the previous days. But the FDA approval, you know, I was thinking, wow, that's really good news. It could squeeze. But price action is king, and it's selling off. Now it could find support and then come back, but we'll just keep it on watch. ADAP is not bouncing. CETX. Oops. CETX trying to squeeze. I don't have high hopes for this. Well, I do have high hopes for it. I would love it if it would squeeze. I don't even think there's any shares to short on it, though. I bet you there's not. And there's not. There's no shares to short on CETX, so, and I really don't want to long it. And I have an aversion to long, so I don't think I can long this play. It's yeah, I can't do it. I can't buy this. Even if it does go, I don't think it goes. I think if it spikes, I think it gets immediately rejected by the 220s and 230s. So I can't mess with that one. Oh man, I missed the bounce. It didn't bounce enough for me. LJPC. CTX going up. Yeah, LJPC. Damn it. Do I chase it down here? I can't chase it. LJPC. I mean, I really don't want to chase this down here. I was covering down here. What the fuck? See, it bounced up to 840s and then it just rolled over. That's it. Wanted more of a bounce. I wanted at least 860 before I could start shorting at all. So nothing there. Maybe it'll bounce right here. Maybe it'll find support at 8 and give us an opportunity. I can't chase this down. We'll just wait till it sets up better. I think it's a mistake if I try to short it. Damn, 790. And I covered all my shares. Fuck. Look at that. Immediate rejection at 225 on CETX. Damn. LJPC down to 793. CLVS starting to bounce a little bit. CLVS bouncing a little. So right now, I don't have any true, nothing, there's nothing really great that I don't see anything really great right now. I'm not seeing anything fantastic right now. Let's look at yesterday's big winner. INPX. See what it's doing. Yesterday, Henry and I traded this together, and we absolutely murdered it. It was gapping up in the morning. Oh, we crushed this one yesterday. This is probably one of my best trades of 2020 so far. And it was a nice rebound off of my huge, massive loss on Monday. So yesterday, it was gapping up. Henry and I bought when it started to spike at 425. Now, the setup with this thing is interesting because INPX is a recent reverse split. So, and what we've noticed is that on stocks that do a reverse split, once they put out their news, a lot of times, so they'll do the reverse split, the stock will fade off, and it'll fade for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, right? And then they'll put out some news, and it's once they put out that news, it's so since they did the reverse split, their float is a lot lower now, so it has a lot more spikeability, and it can squeeze a lot easier. And then they put out that press release. That's why it was like top of the watch list, and that's why we bought it. We bought it at 425, and CETX coming back a little bit. It's at 220, trying to testing 225. Still not interested in it though. Anyway, so we bought it at 225, and it spiked up. I was selling I think 3/4 of my position into this squeeze towards 5 from 425, and then it pulled back right back here to VWAP, and look how it holds VWAP just perfectly. Oh, it's so perfect. It holds VWAP perfectly. So right here, I added back in my position, and then it squeezed all the way to the 580s. I was selling part of it at a break over 5, high day break over 5, and then it pulled back, and I held the rest, and I was selling the rest into, I don't remember my exact fills, but I think it was like the 550s, 560s right here. And then I went about my day, and we look at the second half of the day. It sold off pretty hard, boom. But then it started to make a comeback. And then later in the afternoon for power hour, when it started hugging VWAP, if you look at this, let's see, get this up better. It was hugging VWAP all day long. So come power hour, it dipped down, and I bought it at $5, and I used this dip right here as my risk. I think I put my risk in at 483, and I bought around like the high 490s. So I'm risking basically 20 cents, 17 cents, and then it just squeezed. Oh, it was great. So it squeezed. I was selling a quarter of my position or half my position in the 540s, and then I held the rest. I sold another half into this ramp at I think my fill was at 590, and then I was gonna hold the last fourth of my position overnight because I was hoping for a day 2. Because I thought this thing is sold off so hard that if you look at the daily chart, look at this. I was thinking we might get 2 green days out of it. Well, I was fucking wrong. Because after hours, it dumped. And since I had such a great average, on this pullback, I actually added some back in at 551. So my average was 540. And then right into this little bounce, I got all my shares out at 526. So I lost a little bit there, but I had such a small position, it didn't really hurt me. It was like $80 or something. So SELB. That's what Omar or Palkish. SELB. Damn. LJPC still selling off. No bounce. Oh, nice. Sweet. Look at that. All right, so this might be a potential buy. Look, it's pulling back to VWAP, holding VWAP. Wow, I might buy this. Let's look at the daily chart. Thanks for the alert. Oh, wow. Multi-day runner. Multi-day runner. Sweet. How did this escape my watch list? I think I'm going to buy right here. SELB. SELB on this pullback. SELB. I'm going to buy 1,000 shares. Boom. I'm in. 329. 320. Oh, that's kind of a shitty average. The volume's a little weak on it. I'm going to risk 320. The volume's a little weak on it, and I really got a bad fill there at 329. Now I'm scared. Oh, it's not holding up. I'm going to have to sell pretty fast. Oh, immediate sell-off. Volume's weak on it. Oh, man. That is not good. Thought it had... Yeah. Wasn't paying attention to the volume. So I'm going to look for... I missed my execution. I tried to sell at 319 and I missed it. So now I'm underwater, giving back profits on the day. Well, I'll still be up on the day, but still giving back my profits. I'm going to wait for a little bounce to get back into. There we go, 324. I'm going to try to sell some at... Put an order at 318. Hopefully we get a fill. Hopefully we get a fill. I didn't even look at the float either. Oh, there's Henry. What's up, Henry?
Holy shit, I just got up, man.
Henry's just waking up. He's missing all the action. Which there's not that much actually. A float of 35 million. So FLNT hitting the high day scanner. That was a pre-market gainer from this morning. So I have not got a fill yet, even though it's bouncing. Come on. 318. I'm going to move it down a little bit. I got an order in at 316 to sell the rest. Fuck. This thing's not very liquid either. I mean, it's a multi-day runner, but immediately rejected. So LJPC putting in a bounce right now. 80 AP starting to go green on the day. So that was one that was on the watch list for a bounce. 80 AP. So this one's starting to squeeze up a little bit from the... So, I mean, if you would have timed it perfectly, 350, you could be selling some here at 390. I'm not going to buy it, though. I'll let it squeeze up and then hopefully short it. I'm not buying it. All right, so now LJPC. LJPC is starting to bounce a little bit. So into this resistance zone in the 830s, I'm going to try to start getting some short. I might actually start shorting right here. We'll take a small starter position. 250. Short. And I haven't got a fill yet. It's getting... selling off. Alright, so I got some short at 805, which I'm not very happy about. But I only took a quarter position. I want to get more in the 820s, 830s, 840s. And did I get a fill? Okay, so I'm out now on SELB. That was a shitty trade. But that's okay, we're out of it. I'm done with it. And then FLNT hitting the high day scanner. FLNT looking pretty strong. Pull that one up. FLNT. So it's got resistance to pre-market up in the 380s. It's at the 350s right now. I mean, I don't want to chase up here. Wow, there it goes. Look at that volume come in. I need to get volume up on these charts, don't I? I don't know how to do that. I'll have to figure that out later, how to get volume up on these charts. Yeah, huge volume surge right there. Big volume surge. I didn't want to chase the strength. All right, I shorted some more LJPC at 813. Man, FLNT squeezing. I can't buy the strength. What do you think, Henry? Are you even have your computer on, dude?
I don't know what. I don't know. I just got up, man. I'm fucking. Don't know why I slept in. FLNT. Oh shit.
Yeah, I was power calling him like I was his fucking ex-girlfriend. It's like, wake up, bitch!
I did not hear my alarm or nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, LJPC. Come on, man. Put in a better bounce than that. My God, it was a weak-ass bounce.
A lot of resistance around 360 right here. And then it's 380 where it got slapped down.
I want to find a spot to buy it. You know? But I don't want to buy it up here near the pre-market resistance. See, it's got all this resistance from the pre-market from yesterday. So I feel like we need to wait till it pulls back the VWAP and then buy it. I don't want to chase this, man. Let's look at the float. The float is 61 million. There it goes. Now it's breaking the after hours resistance from yesterday. God damn. That micro pullback was the buy. Right there. That little micro pullback. Boom. And then it shoots. Fuck. I just can't. I don't know, Henry. Henry's good at buying these stocks when they're squeezing like this. I can't fucking do it right now. I gotta wait.
I'm buying the next pullback.
You hear that, kids? You probably already bought some. Did you already buy some, Henry? So I'm gonna buy on this.
I'm buying on this pullback here.
Me too. Let's get some at 350. Order to buy at 350.
Think it's gonna pull back that much?
I'm hoping.
A lot of buys from 358 to 361.
Okay, I got an order in at 352. I might take it higher. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get there.
Oh, maybe that
I
little
got almost 370. I'm in.
Henry's in at 370. Don't make me fucking buy it too, Henry. Don't, man. Come on, pull back just a little bit for me.
Too many buys coming in at 368, 369.
Fuck it. Pulling the trigger. Missed it. Fuck you. I missed it at 371. Right when I said I'm going to pull the trigger, I missed it. Damn it, man.
I just sold half at 383.
Get Henry just rolls out of bed and immediately just fucking starts wrecking it.
I'm going to hold the other here to see what it does.
Come on. Give me my 371. Fuck me. I bought it at 382. Partial position. I'll add. If it pulls back, I'll add in the 360s.
Little resistance at 380.
Yeah, it's going to pull back, dude.
Might be right here.
Come on, pull back to 350 for us. That was an emotional buy right there. I bought it 381 like a dumbass. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible buy. See, there we go. This is where we want to be buying. Boom. Now I added right there. I'm going to add some more too.
Yeah, I just bought some more.
But, so, all right, now I'm 2,000 shares long now with an average of 366. So we'll see how it holds 350, see how it holds VWAP. Man, if I would have just stuck with my original plan of and just held, I had an order in at like 352. If I would have just, I probably would have got a fill. 352, 353.
Yeah, that tail went down to 351.
Yeah, I would have got a fill. I would have got a nice fill right there. That's okay. I'm gonna sell. It's 361. Come on. $363. Come on. We just want to push through high a day up to 4. Are we gonna get it? It's holding over VWAP. There we go. Come on, buyers. Here comes the volume.
My average 364.
Mine's 366. There we go. Come on. I got fills at 382, 360, and 361. Damn, that first fucking entry was terrible. I bought at the top. That's why God, I hate buying into strength like that, because it feels like every time I buy into strength like that, I just fucking catch the top and it rolls over. And it seems like every time you do it, it just keeps squeezing. Come on. We need another big volume push. It's making me want to reduce my position size and sell some. Oh no. Oh, I'm getting nervous now. Let's go, let's go. I think I'm going to put in a stop loss at 348. If this thing drops like a rock, I don't want to be stuck.
I'm doing 345. I don't want to pull right below VWAP and then shoot up again. So
I got one at 348, so we'll see what happens. Because you know how sometimes when they break like a whole dollar, half dollar mark, they drop like 30 cents.
Yeah.
You know, or sometimes they dip right below like the whole dollar, half dollar mark, and then it just gets bought right back up 2 or 3 cents. You know, it dips below it just a few. I see what you're saying. You want to give yourself some wiggle room. But I got 2,000 shares, so I don't want to. Uh-oh, CETX squeezing. I'm going to get that one on a side chart. CETX at, oh shit, 250. Breaking the pre-market highs.
What one?
CETX. I think it's short-lived. I like FLNT better. Come on. Holding VWAP. Holding VWAP. Holding VWAP. Squeeze. 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 Please. Please. Please, please, please. Squeeze. Let me look at the daily. And they have news. There is a gap to fill. Gap to fill up to the 450s, 5s. So there's a gap to fill on FLNT up to 450 or 5. So if we look at the daily chart, see that big gap? It's got a gap to fill. 450, 5, 550. I didn't even look at their news yet. Probably should do that, huh? Come to Papa. Come on, man. Let's see what their news is. FLNT. And their news is up 45% after raising. So earnings, revenue guidance. 40% to 3.118 pre-market after company tried to raise its 2019 revenue guidance. Raise their revenue guidance, so it's not earnings. Performance marketing company said it is expecting physical 2019 revenue. Oh, they're reporting that they're expecting X amount of dollars. Sounds pretty fluffy and bullshit. Which most of them do, don't they?
Yep. I like how it's going sideways a little bit here.
I agree. I like how it's holding VWAP so perfectly. God, I love VWAP. This is the exact same setup as yesterday with INPX. Remember, it spiked up, pulled back, held VWAP like fucking, you know what I mean? And then, so I need to get ready to sell some. Cancel order. Yes. All right. So we're going to start selling into this squeeze. I'm going to take off, unload 500 shares anywhere near 380s. So I can get rid of that shitty ass fucking execution. Come on, man. 360s. Here we go. Come on. 370. There we go. Tell it, Henry.
I ain't saw anything yet. I just bought OGI. 1,000 shares.
OGI. Henry,
Yeah.
focused on this one, man.
Well, the other one's running, squeezing. I couldn't resist.
Oh, wow. What did you buy it at?
290, risking 280.
Ugh. Man. Now it's putting in a little pivot point at 375. Put in that pivot point. Oh, thought it was going to go right there. It might still go, though. Actually, I think the odds are better, are higher that it does go. Got my stop loss back in just in case it fucks me. And your OGI is squeezing to 295.
Yeah, that's the resistance right now. It's going to take a minute or two to break through it, but...
Yeah, 290 was the high day break.
Yeah, I bought that pullback, that red candle pullback.
I'm going to pump FLNT into the check. Uh-oh, here we go. Testing 350. I got my... Oh, did I put it in? Okay, I already put it in. Good. FLNT holding VWAP nicely so far. Uh-oh. I'm out. Took me out. I'm out at 348. See, now this is where sometimes it'll pop below VWAP just a little bit, and then it'll come right back, like it is right now. So I'm rebuying at 350 because it just barely popped below VWAP, and then it came right back. Now, if it would have dropped to like 330, 340, something like that, then I'd be less inclined to buy it. This is why Henry put his stop loss in at 345. Did you get a fill?
No, I actually put it in at 344. Yeah, I thought it was going to hit it, but it didn't.
Wow. Expertly traded.
I don't like putting on the 5 numbers, like 45, 50, 55. It's like
I agree.
56, stuff like that.
All right, so I put my stop loss in at 343. See if it holds it here. Come on. Looking like it's going to sell off, Henry.
No.
I mean, they can't all be perfect VWAP holds to squeeze. Maybe not, though. God, I wish I would have bought this micro pullback right here at like 340, 350, and then I could have sold half into this push towards 390. And then I could be adding down here. I don't know, man. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go.
Looks like it wants to climb a little bit.
Yeah, it does. So right now, I mean, you can buy at 352, 353, anywhere in here, and you're only going to risk a few cents. You can buy at 353, and the low of this candle is 345. You know, you can risk 10 cents, 8 cents. I mean, you're not risking much, and your reward, you know, is up here at 380, 390. So it's like 3 to 1. Also, even potentially more, like 5, 6, 7 to 1, if it goes to 4, it gets over 4, which is very, 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 very likely. There we go, Henry. Come on. Now, if it gets over that 375, it's really going to push towards, I think it gets through high day if it gets over that pivot point at 375.
Yep, that's the next resistance I see at 370.
I'll probably sell 500 shares right up there. If it gets to 375, I'll probably sell 500 shares. Let's go. Well, nothing so far. What do you think, Henry?
We need another little volume push now.
God, I'm getting impatient.
I'm going to sell half of my 500 shares at 370. And I'll leave me with 500 left, so.
All right, there we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Sold 500 at 366. So I still have another 1,000 shares. We'll hold it for a squeeze through high day. Gets over that 375 area, we're going to be in the money. Let's go. I'm feeling really confident that it's going to push through high day and go to 4 right now.
Yeah, I like the setup.
Like, it's making me want to add back on my position. But it could also pull back to V. I might, if it pulls back to close to 350 again, I think I might add back. It's setting up pretty cleanly right now. I'm going to put an order to buy some at 355. May never even get there. $367. There she goes.
Yeah, I just sold half mine. So I only got 500 shares left now. I'm just going to ride it out and just move my stop loss up.
I think I'm going to sell allotments of 250 shares because I always sell too early. I'm going to wait till it gets over that. Before I sell, I'm going to wait till it gets over that pivot point of 375. Got rejected there again. I'm going to try to sell some at 380 if it gets there. So hanging around, hanging around. If it pulls back to 350 again or close to, if it pulls back to the 350s, I'm going to add some back in. Because I'm fairly certain that this thing is going to. So I'm going to add right here. Boom, I added at 355. Get my stop loss in, just in case it shits the bed. I got my stop loss in at 343, just in case it Takes a big dump right here. Come on. Hold the 350s.
The longer it holds 350, the better.
You are correct, Henry. Going sideways. I'd love to get 450 out of this thing. That'd be great. If you look at the 5-minute chart, man, it's setting up real nice looking on the 5-minute chart. So on the 5-minute chart, it's setting up, it's a nice bull flag on the 5-minute chart. Setting up right over VWAP.
Yep.
Uh-oh. 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 Not good. There she goes. Oh, golly. Damn. Barely holding 345. Just hanging on. Look at that. I had my stop loss in at 344. Missed it by a penny. Got bought back up. Oh, it's still looking weak though, man. I mean, even if it hits it, I'm only going to lose like 60, 70 bucks, so.
Yeah, it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to give it up, huh? Really needs to hold this right here. There we go. No. Man. Could add in more right here. You can only risk like 4 cents. But it looks like it's about to just pop through. Come on. What's it going to do, Henry?
Well, if it gets some volume, it just shoot right up.
There we go. Let it work. Let it work. Let's go. Oh, I don't think it's going to hold, Henry.
Yeah, it's not looking promising.
345. I'm going to change it to 344 or 343. It's scaring me. It's getting too close to my stop. Man, I don't know what to think of it. I mean, it's holding, but Just doesn't look... Shit. Come on, you piece of shit. Meanwhile, LJPC up to the 830s, offering me an opportunity to short in the overextended gap down setup. I'm going to short some more of LJPC right now. Boom. There we go. Got some. Let me get some more, I think. Got some more at 826. There we go, Henry. Woo!
Like that.
Damn! Oh, just barely off the skin of our balls, man. So close to our risk, and we're still not out of the woods.
No, it's clawing. It's fighting.
Fighting for every fucking penny, man. This feels like really hard work right now. You know, sometimes they just rip and they squeeze so fast and so easy. It's like cutting. It's like a fucking warm knife going through butter. And other times it's just like such a struggle.
Struggle to get 5 cents.
Can't be like yesterday's. Yesterday, INPX. Yesterday, INPX. This is what we're looking for. The exact same setup. It spikes up. It pulls back. It puts in the same little bounce that FLNT just did. But it sets in the higher low. This is where your buy spot is. You can buy here or here. Sets in that higher low and then it just rips and takes off. And I mean, every stock is different. But that's the setup, and it looks similar. You know, it's hugging VWAP. FLNT. On this one, though, the only thing I don't like about it, though, is that it's putting in, you know, it's almost double bottom. It's almost a lower low right there. So it's making me feel real bearish. Look, higher low, you know. But then again, if you look at ADAP, the one that I lost all the money on Monday, go to 5-minute chart. Oh, took me out too. Look at that. Let's see what my execution was at. I'm out at what price? 342. So back to look at ADAP. Okay, so this one squeezes up from 2 all the way to 450, and then it dips way below VWAP. So they don't always hold VWAP perfectly, and then it squeezes. Dude, look at this monster squeeze coming back. So, I mean, this thing could dip below VWAP right now, FLNT, and come back. Do you think or no?
I mean, I'm still watching it. I like it. I'm mad that I was late to the party because I would have bought it this morning when it broke over $3 in that squeeze.
Yeah, I didn't even see it till it was like at like 350. God, I don't want to buy it again, man. I've already lost on it twice already. I gave back all my profits that I had earlier from LJPC. I'm actually down $48 on the day, which is fine, but still sucks. Damn, man, that sucks. It just couldn't make a comeback, could it?
Well, the next couple minutes here will decide if it's going to just keep rolling over. Or...
I'm going to be an all-day fader.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I just took some more short on the LJPC at 818. Oh, man, I can't buy it again. It's just looking too weak, dude. Like them better when they hold VWAP nice and clean. Yeah. Look at it. It's not holding its gains at all. Look at it. It's just giving it up. I mean, I suppose it could come back, but... What do you think, Henry?
Is it going to have support again then around the 290s?
290s? Why are you talking about 290s?
Well, I'm just looking at all that in pre-market.
Oh. I mean, from 3 to 390. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm done with it for right now. I'm just going to focus on my LJPC short. So basically, ADAP, the one I lost a bunch of money on, Monday. The sad part is that I actually bought it here at 325 down at the bottom and sold like 5 cents later because I thought it was just going to put in. I thought it was just going to get rejected by VWAP and then just keep fading off the rest of the day, and I was sadly mistaken. It ended up the float on this thing is like 80 million. So just the fact that it squeezed so hard was shocking to me. I tried shorting here at VWAP, and then it squeezed me out. So I covered, took a loss there. And then I started in short again at 4, right? And then I was thinking, okay, it goes to 450. I'm really going to pile in huge. So it squeezed to 450, and I just piled in huge. Way huger than I should have. And then when it consolidated and it started to squeeze up and go to 550 and broke over 5, I just couldn't take the pain anymore. And I covered. And lost 5 grand. So that was not a fun day. On the upside, though, I did catch the short on it yesterday. It spiked up here. I shorted some here. And I shorted some here, and I covered down here. I made 2,000 yesterday between my between ADAP short and then the long on INPX, and I also made a little on what was the other one? That shitty one that faded all day. TRNX.
Yeah,
TRNX. We longed it yesterday. I longed it and shorted it yesterday, so that was a nice one. No, it wasn't TRNX.
TRXC.
TRXC. Yeah, so this one, both Henry and I both longed this one. Bought the dip and then sold into this rip and then shorted up here. And I think I got short around like 250, and then I was covering into this flush down close to 2. Covering into this right here. I didn't know it was going to fade all day long, or else I would have held my short. Look at that. Jesus Christ. My God. So even though I lost, and that's been a reoccurring theme in my trading is with ADAP. My biggest losses have come from shorts, adding to losers. And yeah, I would have. I basically covered at the top on this. I covered up here at the top, up at like 550. Basically covered at the top because it took too much size and I was too uncomfortable. When I shorted it here in the 450s, I didn't think it was going to keep, because it already bounced from, the 320s all the way up to the 450s, and I was thinking about the float, and that whenever they got a bigger float, they don't have as much squeeze potential. And this thing was an outlier, man. Actually, whenever it was consolidating over 4, Henry was going to go take a nap, and he goes, it's consolidating over 4. I think this is going to go to 5. And I basically was so stuck in my view that it couldn't go to 5, and that it couldn't even get through high a day, which would be around 450. I was so rigid in my view that that it caused me to make a huge mistake, which was pile in and oversize. And I should have cut the trade at whenever it was breaking 425. I should have been covering these shares, but I was already pissed from having to cover shares when it broke over VWAP. And since I had a position down here at 4, that's why I piled in so huge at 450 in this area. And then whenever it squeezed all the way up past 5, and it got over 5, I just couldn't fucking take it anymore. And the last thing that I didn't want to happen was I didn't want to sit there stuck and this thing consolidate over 450 all day long, and then it squeeze after hours on me. And these things can gap up and squeeze a lot harder after hours because the volume is lighter. And if it squeezes after hours on me, then I'm down 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. So when I got over 5, I just was like, fuck it. That's a mistake that I made in the past. My biggest loss ever was from oversizing too much into strength. And then after hours, whenever it pulled back, I thought it was safe. And after hours, it just took off. And it squeezed up like fucking $10 a share on me. And it was devastating. And right, even though $5,000 is a fucking shit ton of money, it's not, relative to my account size, it's not devastating. So I just decide, fuck it. I'm just going to pull the trigger and take the loss because I deserve it. Because I traded this really, really poorly. Really, really poorly. And that's that. And I don't regret, even though it came down and I could have got out and I could have actually made money on the trade. I mean, managing your risk, that's the secret to being a successful trader, is managing your risk. Having the discipline to stop out when you say you're going to, and managing your risk. And you manage your risk by respecting your stops and by controlling your position size. And I broke both those rules that day. So it is what it is. I lived to fight another day.
Live to fight another day.
Came back the next day and made two G's. So, and another thing that makes me feel better, even though I lost $5,000 on the month, lost $5,000 on Monday, on my P&L on the month of January, I was still in the green. You know what I mean? You can't get caught up in one trade too much. You can't, because there's always going to be another one tomorrow. You can't fucking get caught up in just one and just get too rigid on anything. You got to be flexible. Anyways, today looks pretty inactive actually. I'm not seeing a whole lot of it. There's no real big runners today. I mean, this squeezed a little bit, but it's selling off. FLNT. The only thing that I'm playing right now is my short LJPC. It's starting to put in a little bit of a bounce for me. So I took a small size right in here on this bounce, and then I took some more up here at 826 and at 818. So we'll see how this acts.
I'm still in OGI at 280.
Oh, OGI?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of chopping around. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going today, man. I wish yesterday, I wish we would have had the live stream. I didn't have my computer and everything up and running. But I wish we would have had the live stream yesterday. Yesterday would have been a really fun live stream.
Yeah, there was a lot of things going on yesterday.
So, in any event, I think right there we might as well just end it since there's not a whole lot going on right now. Keep our eye on FLNT. Maybe it comes back today. So, we had a losing day today so far. Nothing devastating, nothing crazy. But that's all right. They can't all work out. They can't all hold the VWAP and then just fucking squeeze up and take off. So, you got to take the good with the bad. We respected our stops. And we're not sitting here underwater fucking pissed off about it. You know what I mean? We let it go. We lost a few cents. And then we're done for now. So, I think we'll just let it go right there. You got anything you want to say, Henry?
No, I'm late to the party, so I don't know why I slept through my alarm. So, I'm kind of just whatever.
And Henry needs to get a mic. As soon as he gets a mic, then we figured out, he came over and we figured out how to, we can push him through the OBS software and on the live stream with his mic so he won't sound fucking all jankety.
Muffled and that.
So, anyways, I'm thinking probably the next time we might be back, we'll either be back tomorrow morning or Friday. So, peace out, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Later.
Later.